Good evening, and welcome to SuperCars NZ. We bring you tonight's racing here at Road Atlanta. It's round 5 of the MRP HPR Series. This is the Broadcasting Lounge. You've got Doug here, and joined with me tonight is Corey. Corey, how are we?
Hey, Dougie. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good, mate. Just happy to be here at Road Atlanta. Cool track.
It is a seriously cool track indeed. One of my favourites, a favourite amongst a lot of the lads racing, and yeah, we should be set for some really cool racing tonight. GTPs and GT3s coming at you.
Yeah, so it looks like we've got 4 GTPs, or is there a GTP further back the field we can't see yet?
Looking like that's it. So obviously there's a big race event taking place this weekend, should I say, in almighty New Zealand, the land of the big lake, Taupo, V8s, the big supercars over from Australia. Inaugural race there for them.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of hype for that, and somebody we know is there. He likes to go to events and rub
Yes,
it in our faces.
he does, and he's usually here commentating on the Thursday night racing with you, but no, he's decided to abscond once again in chase of some real life, real fire breathing, tyre squealing action. We're obviously talking about our good mate Shane, and how do you do to you this evening, Shane? I hope you've tuned in to say g'day, and you know what? This week's brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, and Napa have given us a couple of cool gifts to give away this evening to some of the peoples tuning in on the live stream in the chat, and also there'll be some away for our boys racing this evening, which we'll work out how that's going to take place. So there is our 4 GTP cars pulling away through the short section, coming round through the S's there. Michael van der Haas taking out the top spot over Leon Weir, and then Jack Hunts and Steve Darren making up the top 4 of them. And they are underway.
Oh, we've already got a GT3 off in the background.
Yeah, big one. Looks like Nico Cordia already into the wall. That one falling down through the grid there.
Yeah, they're both the Jigsaw boys just followed each other through the grass as well.
There we go. It gives us a bit of an idea of where things are at. Michael van der Haas away to an early lead over Jack Hunts. Leon Weir following behind. Leading the GT3 field is Mackenzie Stewart, with Sean McNamara in second over Matt Gerard. Very cool train of cars that you can see. Leon keeping it under control. Steve Darren getting his car loose in the background there. Good evening there to Scotty NZ and Stefan. Stefan, yes, we're obviously looking forward to seeing when you come back to us, and hopefully your wheel does arrive next week. You're missing out on some awesome racing.
The Logitech just not good enough there, Stefan. It's probably why I don't race too, to be fair. Well, that's 2 laps done. And of course, Road Atlanta famously has a race called the Petite Le Mans.
It does.
Once a year. And pretty cool little event with similar vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Add the LMP cars into the mix too, I think.
They do, yes, and makes for some mighty fine racing here. Give the bit of airtime for the drivers as we tick down through the order. So we had Michael van der Haas up there at the front, and we're on board with Jack Hintz here at the moment, who's already snapped one spot away from Leon Weir, who's dropped back to third. He's got the Team Jigsaw Racing BMW out there this evening. Yep. So it's still got some of the old signage, but it's still Team Jigsaw Racing. That's the correct livery for the vehicle that he should be running, and obviously Steve Darren company there, Team Jigsaw. Mackenzie Stewart, first place in the GT3s. Well, Shaw McNamara nearly a couple of seconds behind, another Team Jigsaw Racing vehicle. So one in each of the divisions there, and he's got Matt Gerard in behind him. Velocity Sim Labs, yeah, very racy at the moment. These two had some great battles not that long ago. Nico Cordia was up and involved in that one, and he's currently back in P23 there. Looks like he's already had to go through and take a pit stop. Maybe got a fast repair. We'll be able to touch base with a replay shortly and see what happened to Nico there off the start. Ryan Cottrell and Jason Bigby positions 4th and 5th. Not far behind them we have Ben McMurray, and I see Blake Grenhall just made a move down the inside of Roger Forbert there. Blake now pretty much onto the back of Ben, running a little bit wide across the start-finish line there.
Yeah, so Blakey's lost a couple of positions, so he's gaining them back slowly. Must have been a bit of a poor start. We've got Chris Zawelski. He's just had a bit of a whoopsie-daisy. So.
Yes, I see that data there of Chris going off the track, so we'll have a look at that one again in a minute. Looking at the back of Ben's car there, he's got the broadcasting lounge on the boot and the big MRP on the underside of the spoiler. Ben getting lured into running away, but deep in the braking zone there. Nice good turn in there. I think Blake's just a little bit out of rhythm for getting into the draft properly for this section, but you never know. The big BMW already pushes a big wake of air away in front of it. It's got enough power, but that Porsche is sitting down nicely and keeping just ahead of him at the moment. Blake with a look, not close enough to close that one.
I did send a message to Cheryl tonight. We've been regularly keeping in touch on Thursday nights because there's, sometimes a bit of weather gets involved, and she seems to just be ignoring me tonight. Just there must be nothing to tell, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I think there's not a great deal of weather action to take place tonight. I think there was about a 6% or 8% chance of rain happening. So looks like the drivers shall be left alone to their own demise.
We've got some stuff to give away tonight. We've got a little helmet thing that sits on your desk and looks like a helmet, and might fit a small dog. It may fit a small dog. We're not sure.
Well, would think any dog it would possibly fit would be in the realm of like a Chihuahua or something. Bit of close partnership there between Rideoff and Randall Lupihi there. Looks like he had a bit of a late dive and then just couldn't pull it up, and Kristen wanted to turn in. See Richie Allport come along for a bit of a hoon tonight. It's good to see him out there in the GT3 car.
Yeah, it's a bit of racing pedigree there in the Allport name.
Yes, it certainly is. And look what we've got. We've already got the front runners from the GTP field cutting their way through. Michael
Yeah,
van
still
der
a feisty
Haas,
wee battle going on here.
yeah, and Jack Hunt. That's only separated by half a second there. These guys, cars certainly get down and boogie.
Yeah, some nice long straights. Well, one particularly long, but the other front straight's not too bad too, and pretty flat out sections of the track in these things.
Just riding on board here with Jack Hunt's 0.39 of a second behind Michael van der Haas. We'll see how much draft there is to play with. How gamey are we? Coming down into the braking point. Got to be patient around the GT3 cars. They don't have to move out of the way for the GTPs.
Yeah, they've got to find their way around in the safest way they can. So Leon Ware's managed to catch himself back up onto the back of these two now to make it a bit of a three-way battle there for the front of the GTP class.
He has indeed. So yeah, obviously with coming through the traffic, it's condensed these guys up a little bit. Leon being pretty courteous with the accelerator button there, keeping things tidy, not wanting to aggravate the tyres too much. And you just look at the traffic lines in front of him. Blake making a move into around Matt Gerard there by the looks. No, actually Ryan Cottrell, sorry, I apologise. Jason Begbie he's just made a move by. He's now just in behind Ryan Cottrell, so just gone past Blake. There's Ryan, and you can see that Leon was actually held up quite a lot there, as these guys at the front have been able to push that gap out by a couple of seconds, where it was only half a second gap before.
How many laps up are the GTPs already?
That is an interesting question.
Well, it looks to be roughly 10 seconds difference a lap.
Yes.
But this will be the first time they've gone
here we go.
So
the GTPs have gone through the whole field, so they're just up one lap on the GT3 cars.
Yeah, so they haven't got the leader of GT3 yet.
So, where are we? So, Mackenzie Stewart just there, and we should see very shortly in behind him. The GTPs have gone past them. So, just in the distance behind Mackenzie Stewart is the two boys at the front of the GTP class, Michael van der Haas and Jack Hunt.
But I've just had an idea of how we could give something away to the viewer.
Yes.
How many laps will a GTP lap more than the GT3s? You throw your number up, what your guess is, and
okay, well that's a good way to do it. I like that. So we're 11 minutes in. They've just circulated lap 10, and can confirm that was the lead car that they've just gone by of Mackenzie Stewart. So they're a total of one lap in front of them.
Yeah, so they're going to be 5. Are they going to manage to wingle out 6?
Yeah, so there you go. So put your votes in for that, thanks to Napa.
And then I guess if there's enough people with the same number, you can throw them on a wheel, and first one gets himself a helmet.
Could do, or we could just pick the first person's name that comes up on the chat with the correct number.
Well, there you go, yeah. So if you're listening, watching, if you're watching and listening, then yeah, get into it.
Yeah,
Fire us out. How many laps will the GTPs lap the GT3 class?
I like that. So there's at least 9 people at home tuned in at the moment, so get your votes in quick. Oh, there we go. Scotty's the first one and he's saying the GTP cars will finish 6 laps ahead of the field of the GT3s. So well done, Scotty. You're in with your vote for that one, mate. So yeah, so as stated before, we've got a very cool little race helmet to give away.
And
it may fit your Chihuahua.
I mean, we could give away the bucket seat to the driver that needs to sit down the most somehow.
So would that be that'd potentially be the person who has been busy on their toes all evening, passing all the cars?
Yeah, would it be most passes? You know, take a seat, mate. You pass that many cars.
Yeah. So Scotty's cheering on Michael van der Haas this evening. So I can confirm that Mike has got a 6.3 second lead over Leon at the moment. Jack Hunt's recently gone off the track, so let's have a little bit of a look back and see what's happened from the race beginning. So we had Nico at the start going off the track at the beginning, so let's have a quick look and see how that took place. Oh, just caught a bit of curb and the tail was coming around, so just gave the wall a hefty slap. Look at that rear wheel though at the back. I don't know if you can see it on the right hand side. It's been pinched quite badly.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a toe problem by the looks of that. So luckily no one else was involved in that wee incident.
I see we've got a comment on there from Chris saying that the helmet doesn't fit his Chihuahua / Bichon. That's probably because it's got the head size of a Bichon. There, Chris. But thanks for trying. Feel free to upload a picture of you trying to squeeze your dog's head into that helmet to the SuperCars NZ community page just for a giggle.
See, I was led to believe that the helmet was bigger because the picture that Leon posted did have, I believe his child was wearing it, which then led me to believe that would fit on my Staffy's head. So that was something that I was hoping would be possible.
If you look at,
you need a crash helmet.
If you look at that picture closely, you'll realise that was just a dolly.
Oh. Oh, a bit going on today.
Yep. Right, what else of notes happened? So we'll have a look and see what happened to Jack Hunt's here on pushing a little bit too hard, trying to catch up to the back of... Whoa!
Minor damage maybe there. Lucky escape.
Wow, that's something.
Yeah, Michael van der Haas now seems to have got into his rhythm there. He's busted out a 108, so which is the fastest lap of the race for the GTP class. The other three boys are all in the sort of mid 109s.
Yep. This battle going on for positions 5 and 6 between Jason Begbie and Ryan Cottrell continuing on there. Jason managing to hang onto 5th spot.
If you were Ryan, would you be using your Jinx shifter while in a GT car?
Well,
or would you be authentically using paddles?
I suppose it comes down to what he's comfortable with. I would be going for how long it takes for the timing gate to change gears on the V8 versus how quickly you can flick the old paddle. Yeah, so that's where I'd be going. But a man to tune in on who's good with his fingers. Ben McMurray in the broadcasting lounge with us. How are we, Ben?
Good evening. I've just missed what you said there. I heard good with fingers, and I'm sure that's true, but how was things going tonight?
Well, they've not led you astray this evening. You've been able to unlock the door and help yourself to a bevy, and you've got yourself all squared away on one of the beanbags down the front, where you should be, leaving the big chairs for the big boys at the back.
Well, actually, I'm not at the front. If you do look at the driver tracker, I did get disconnected, so we're in here tonight.
Yes.
Got some fun facts about Road Atlanta for us.
I'm just a bit out of it, been driving, but we've had 6 laps practice, and then buggered up my race fuel, so I had pit stop on lap 6, and then we got disconnected. I think that might be the replay there. Oh, that's the replay of me going wide. We don't need to see that.
I'm just trying to work out why
that rejoin.
I'm just trying to work out why iRacing booted you. There's obviously poor driving standards.
Poor rejoin.
Look at poor Nico there. He just got all up in his grill.
No, it happens to the best of us, and that corner has definitely got me before.
Mm-hmm.
And by best of us, I definitely didn't mean me.
So at what point did Mum turn off the internet?
Not sure, but I think it was about I pitted about lap 6.
Yeah, well, this is where you went off the track on lap
9.
7 and got pitted by
Lap 8 or
Nico.
9. That was definitely it.
Must be coming up.
Yeah, wait, but I'd switch back to the races. I'm sure the folks at home are not very interested. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
if you're watching the stream,
yeah,
and you want to guess how many laps more will the GTP do than the GT3, throw it in the comments. You know, will it be 10 laps? Will it be 3 laps? Will it be 4? You know, have your guess. And you could win a helmet that doesn't fit on Grizzly Bear's Chihuahua Bichon.
Yeah, and also won't fit on your head like that sock wrap you've got in your profile picture there. Yeah, this is boring, Ben.
Right, there must be something else going on track. I can tell you Roger Fraubert, he's currently right behind Ryan Cotterill.
Yep.
Thought it might have been closer than that.
We've got all the fans parked up out there today. Look at that.
Oh yeah, they got their Winnebagos out. Well, Bill Kilgore, he's putting a bit of pressure on Dane Northrop.
Yes, Bill there.
Into what Bill?
Getting close.
Favourite track of Bill's, I believe.
Long time favourite.
Up 4 spots too, Bill.
Yeah, and what a lot of people don't appreciate is when they race with Bill at tracks like these, ones that he really enjoys racing at, he tends to be able to make those widened guards about 4 times wider than what they appear to be.
Oh, that's handy. That's handy.
Ben would be a testament to that. He's raced around Bill before, and it's no easy feat getting past our mate Bill.
No, certainly isn't, but keeps it interesting, and that's what we're all about.
He does, and while he makes it difficult, it's also incredibly fun racing and clean racing, and that's what we're about here at SuperCars NZ.
There's not a whole lot going on, but
everyone's well and truly spread out, so this is our closest battle at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on this, and we might actually be able to see a real life pass take place. Richie Allport just in front of the boys at the moment, getting a little bit hang 10. Dane's actually up into the slipstream there of Richards. Oh, comfortable Bill, just waiting to see whether or not they're going to make any mistakes in front of him that he can capitalise off. Look how quickly he closed down that gap margin through the S's here. Richie not sticking around, getting out of it into the pits. Of course,
He
one
was our biggest mover too. He was up 8.
He was.
Wayne Hartnell now up 7.
The boys have got one compulsory pit stop to action tonight, being the 50-minute sprint race.
Yeah, so as normal, I believe it's 15 incident points for the boys. And so far, we've got one on 13, Randall Leapui.
Oh yes, Randall's had a wee bit of time going sideways and backwards.
Yeah, Thomas McCall is another one. He's on double digits. And Wayne Hartnell, he's close to double digits. Richard Allport, he's also close to 10. And yeah, this week's sponsored Napa Auto Parts, and they've given us some cool stuff to give away. And yeah, what would you like to win, Ben?
I would love to win a toolkit. That sounded good. That's what I almost won last time, but whatever there is, I'm happy to win. I'm sure as everyone would be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Napa Auto Parts got some really good bits of kit. I think were we giving away some cutlery last time from them. Very interesting prize.
Yeah,
looks
like a spanner set for the old cutlery ones there. So that's quite a unique one. And tonight we've got the miniaturized racing helmet, which may or may not squeeze onto Chris's Chihuahua / Bichon's head. He may have to get the hammer out and give it a small tap. That's the helmet, not the dog. And also a bucket seat.
Ooh. So got very interesting prizes. Bit of an upgrade from some cutlery, that's for sure.
Yeah, and when I say bucket seat, don't get carried away thinking it's like the latest the latest Sparko racing seat. It's literally a bucket with a seat top. But it's cool. And as Leon, who's our contact to Napa, would enlighten us, you can fit 7/10 of a 2-year-old inside it, or use it to store other things.
Oh, so it is literally a bucket.
It is, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
A bucket seat, yes.
Yeah, so that's going to go to the driver that makes the most passes, I think we may have settled on.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, because they need a seat, take a seat, mate, you passed 8 people. And so if you're watching, which there is a few of you watching, you chuck in how many more laps that GTP does more than GT3. And yeah, if you're the first person to pop out the correct number, then you're going to win yourself a little disc helmet. Thanks to Napa Auto Parts.
And for those of us at home, who is currently leading the most overtakes and in line for that bucket seat?
Well, let's bring up our movers and groovers.
Yeah, looks to be Wayne Hartnell.
Yeah, and very closely followed behind by Bill Kilger there, up 6 spots. So anything could happen.
And Mr. Sean McNamara can't quite get past Matthew there. They've
been having wicked battles all race, and over a lot of the racing that's taking place this season in the HPR series. Usually Nico Cordia is up there with them in that, but he came unstuck, getting a little bit loose off the start. You probably were in close proximity to seeing that yourself there, Ben, at the beginning.
No, I don't remember seeing that at all, but I do remember.
You didn't see a white and blue Porsche grinding along the pit wall?
Ouch.
Yes, That was he came through turn 1 and just caught a wee bit too much curb on the cold tyres. Looked like the rear was going to have a bit of a dance, and he straightened it up, but straightened it up straight onto the grass, and then gave the rear end a whack, and that put the right rear towage out quite a bit. So it was doing a wee bit of a crab walk, but he was good enough to be able to bring it all the way around the track and back to the pits.
Easy. And now we are coming up, we've actually just gone past half distance at 27 minutes, but I've seen a few GTPs sneak into the pits, but will we be seeing people coming in for pit stops now with only a 50% fuel load? It's going to have to be obviously a compulsory pit stop, but you'll certainly be running out regardless.
That's it. So at 27 minutes and seeing them all coming in and diving for the pits now, I would mostly assume that they will be able to go the rest of the distance on that tank. So some of the boys here who've been battling really hard may not quite be able to do the second one. They might just run themselves a wee bit shy, and they may have to give up a bit of a position towards the end. But how close is it with these guys here? They've been doing it all race. Sean McNamara and Matt Gerard there. Michael van der Haas is coming for his pit stop too. Leon Weir rolling through with his. Jack Hintz is trying to recover some of the time that he lost earlier. Still down there in 4th spot, and trailing by was just over a minute, so not Jack's night tonight. Scotty, just to answer your question there in the live chat, he wants to know what's to go with the incident points. I believe we started to touch on that, so all the cars have a limit there on 35 incident points before we say see you later from racing, but at every 15 they get a telling off and they have to do a tiki tour of pit lane. So they'll get 2 of those if they're being naughty, and if they've been the naughtiest, then they'll only have 5 more before we give them the gentle wave goodbye.
Yeah, so where you just seen Jack Hintz go is somewhere where it's very easy to get an off track, or you get a slowdown, which gives you an incident point. Yeah, so lots of little things. If you bump into a car a little bit too hard, it'll give you 4.
Yep, a loss of control or a spin. I think anything past 90 degrees is considered a loss of control. That warrants a 2-point deduction. So beginnings of races, usually when they're walking around getting ready to start, you don't want people sort of banging into your rear end too heavily or too hard, because it'll pick up not only 4 points for you but 4 points for them, and sort of a bit of a average way to start the race. So just
It looks like everyone's taking a pit stop now.
Can confirm. Yep. Everyone has gone through and stopped at least once.
Yeah, nobody else wants to get into it. With the so we've got Scotty with 6 laps, Stefan with 5 laps. That's how many more laps the GTP are going to do than the GT3. If you're watching, chuck in a number. If it's different to what Scotty and Stefan said, then you're in with a chance.
And looking at the difference in laps at the moment, I would say it would certainly be worthwhile someone else chucking in a vote or two.
Yeah, so that's going to be the leader. It's got to be the leader, eh? The leader of GT3. How many laps
Correct.
down will they be?
Correct, yep.
That's probably an easier way to explain it.
Yep. Yeah, so difference of the lead car in the GTP over the lead car of the GT3. So lead car for the GTP being Michael van der Haas, Bad Time Racing Sports there. over this man here, currently Mackenzie Stewart. And he's got a whopping 24-second lead at the moment as he takes the Drop Beer Motorsport Porsche round for what's going to be the 24th lap of the race.
Sean McNamara was up there, and he looks to have fallen way down into 14th there, so I wonder what's happened there. Be nice to find something dirty to bring up.
I can't find anything dirty. The only thing that I can see there is actually Kev got some information there. Sean must have been a little bit naughty with coming into the pit lanes.
Oh, right.
What could have Sean done coming into pit lane, Ben, that would have warranted him getting a small telling off from the race stewards?
You got three options there. He could have either had a slow down penalty and then not served it and came in, or he could have gone speeding or cut that corner on entry. But probably the speeding bit.
I'd say you're bang on with that. So every other car that's out there in the GT3 field that's taken maximum stoppage of around 20 seconds. Sean sat there for 1 whole minute.
Oh, so did Randall Leopui, so I wonder if something similar has happened to him.
Yeah, so I'd say most definitely speeding coming into pit lane. So
Those Team West boys, they're quick on their pit stops. 12 seconds for Dan Turner. They were quick on Tuesday night too, those Team West boys in the pits.
They were.
They made up their ground. Well, here it is. Not even on the brakes.
There was still a bit to knock out of that as well, so...
Oh, to be a fly in that car.
I would say either his pit lane speed limiter didn't engage, or he didn't quite have it mapped, because as you could see, he was actually closing in on Matt Gerard in front of him, and I doubt Matt would be one to be going slower than the pit speed limit. Well, while Mac has got fresh air around him, I'm going to bring him up and pick on him.
Yeah.
And yeah, while he's got the leader of the GTP class closing in on him, and he likes being...
Get out of my way, that's for sure. I spin in pit lane, boys. I spin in pit lane.
We just went back and reviewed it, because we'd noticed that you'd fallen down a number of spots, and so we deduced that your minute-long pit stop must have been that, and then I had a quick look at the replay, and it was clearly evident as you were closing in on Matt Gerard in pit lane that something might have been wrong.
Oh, he's been thinking I held the gap and I was blaming iRacing, so yeah, there you go. Old Sean's wrong again.
Yeah. But once again, you and Matt having some awesome battles out there. You must really be enjoying the difference of racing, and from racing in the V8s and then coming back across to the GT3 cars this season, and racing against other people that you don't usually race against, or you usually have a bit of an edge over in the different classes.
Yeah, well, funny that you're thinking. I was actually thinking, I hope he's enjoying it as much as I was, because I was blocking the hell out of him for the first 10 laps. He was faster, no doubt of lie, but I was like, well, last time I gave a guy a bit of room, he just binned me into the side of the track on Tuesday night, so I wasn't about to give anyone any more room anymore. So that nice Sean's gone, believe it. Mr. Plough actually has a bad side.
A bit of a violet underneath his.
Yeah, no. It was. I thought there's a car past me here. Yeah, I hope he was enjoying as much as I was, because I actually then the times he did pass me, I didn't block, and I was like, well, he deserves it. And I came fighting back, and he held his line. It was just great racing,
Yep.
That's why we do this. if you don't have that, you know, I just that's why we're here, is exactly for that, you know, fighting for 5th or 6th or whatever, what
It
we're
was.
fighting for,
Yep.
you know.
100%. And the next car in front of you, who's often another one to try and battle against, you're only 2 seconds away from him, is Right Off.
Yeah, actually, I was gaining on him so closely, I thought I would have passed him by now, but maybe he was just making me, getting my hopes up and then started speeding up again. So my plan is to get past him quickly and move on to the next guy. But roughly, because I don't drive these cars, how many laps do you think we're going to be doing?
You've done enough races now to not be able
No,
to say
I keep
that.
saying it.
Sean.
I'm not a GT3 driver.
You are.
I'm not.
You are now.
Personally, I don't like these cars at all.
Yeah. And it's a GT driver, thank you.
That's all right. I just don't like them. They're just dumb. They don't do what they should do. And when someone's past me, I don't understand it. So it's more and more racing skills. But anyway,
They do odd things.
well, no one's doing what you're doing. But what I'd like to mention, it's good to see Mr. Chitty Orpord out on the track tonight. That's so cool.
Yep. We've looked and seen him cutting some laps out there. He's been doing a good job, keeping the sides of his Mercedes looking very tip top. So yeah, very.
It'd be nice to give him a prize. So he's only got to pass 2 more cars to get in front of Wayne Hartnell as the most passes for the night. He's on 7 currently. Wayne Hartnell on 8.
Yep.
Dan Turner on 7 also. So he's in
How
the
many
mix.
passes have I had?
You're minus 8 at the moment.
Yeah.
You've been letting people win prizes.
Yeah.
I'm just such a nice guy.
So
that's what everyone says when they talk about me.
Yeah. So if you were to get back to 0, I mean, we could almost consider that as having done a good job moving forward, but no.
Okay.
Unfortunately not.
I'll tell you what, I'm about to pass one in about. I'm going to reckon by the back straight. I'm going to get him.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, to get the whole field, so that means Mackenzie too, Stefan.
So, my bad.
Sean's climbing curbs while the Audi's struggling to go straight through them.
Yeah, these cones keep appearing up in the middle of the track everywhere. I feel like Nick Bakey's joined the party at some stage when I see cones on the middle of the track.
Someone keeps rearranging the configuration of the track, yeah.
And they're always in a different spot too. It's like, have a little giggle to myself. Alright, well I get him by the end of the straight, do I get a bit of run? I don't know if you're even on me, you could be looking at someone else, there we go.
Why would we follow someone who's 8 positions down?
Mate, I'm in P14 in the most important position.
We're on board with you currently, ready to watch you
Does he block? What does he do?
Steamroll them off the track.
Don't make me play the sound. Now, I gave it up to you. You're scared. The name. It's just
the
name
itself is no one, mate. But as I said, I can't wait to see what Matt said after the race, because that was fun, battling him for those laps. If there was a yellow, that would help me out too, you know. No, commentators shouldn't call yellows. That's my new hashtag.
Is it? Okay,
yeah.
we can
mainly for Wayne.
Now to clear their own black flags.
Mainly for Wayne.
Yeah, we can't say that.
You guys include it.
No, that was good. There was a good pass there, Sean, and it was good to see that you didn't have to action your profile picture on him. No comments. How does that story go? What's that story called?
I don't want to know it. There's no story. It's just like, I get picked on because apparently I take out everyone, and it's not my fault they're in my way as I'm driving around the track, you know?
Name by nature.
Yeah. Anyway, no, it's good fun, man. I'm enjoying the GT3s. Obviously, I had a P2 last week due to the rain. Was it the week before? Week before. So I was pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah, there's obviously a few guys away tonight, probably away for a particular race taking place in Taupo this weekend.
Oh, the old Chevrolet Cup. Oh, that's right. That's on this weekend, isn't it?
Yep. Chevy Cup.
Oh, the Mustang and the Whale, isn't it?
The old Chevy Cup.
All I'm hearing is jealousy of the Chevy or Holden fans.
Yeah,
let me know it's great.
I've got red blood here, Ben. We can go and hang out anytime.
You do hang out together? Yeah, that's about right. Alright, that's enough. I'm sick of you guys.
That's all right. At least we know which vehicles are reliable enough to get us to the pub.
Do I win a prize?
You,
No,
you,
please say no.
you can win this prize.
And just for cause.
That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
So, Leon, rolling through the pit lane, is this indicative of the first person to receive a drive-through penalty?
Well, he's the first person to serve it. Well, actually, no, he's only on 14. He's got a black flag for something. He got a drive-through. He's only on 14 incident points. Chitty, on the other hand, is on 15. So
Okay.
poor Chitty, he's going to lose those positions he's gained.
There's Richie there. And he's got Dane behind him. He's just chasing Dan Turner at the moment.
Still Wayne Hartnell, Team West Racing. He's up 9, sitting in 11th.
So, I like what Stefan's done in the comments section there. He's raised the bar on how specific the gap margin will be between the GTP and GT3 field.
It's lapped the whole field.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is that Stefan trying to tweak his answer?
Yeah, well, he still gets, that's 5 is his answer. And if nobody gets the correct this week, then we'll give it away next Tuesday.
Yeah. Either that, or we may have to send Chris a replacement helmet for trying to bash the other one onto the face of his dog. Oh no! I guess Richard's said enough's enough for tonight. 5 minutes of racing to go down the order. So a few other people must have fallen out of the way because Sean's down to 5 spots there on the order, so that puts him into spot number 7. The lead car just coming up behind him there now. JT circulating nicely in the Team West Racing car.
Oh, so the incident limit's actually set to 14. I thought it was 15, but it's actually 14.
Oh.
So yeah, Leon did have a penalty. Thomas McCall, he's served his.
Must be a wee, apologise for that. Must be a wee boo-boo on my part. So they've got to be extra clean tonight. Should be 15.
Yeah, so Steve Darren's close. Dan Turner's close. Randall Leopold's close.
Someone who can't be close would be this man here, Mackenzie Stewart, 32 seconds ahead of P2.
Yeah, 4 incident points for Mackenzie.
No,
Well,
Mackenzie. He's
what was
always
that?
at the front.
What was that, Ben? Is that any surprise?
Yeah.
Well, the only surprise is that he really should be racing in the GTP field.
That is very true.
Yes, but he chose to ignore the suggested instruction because it was only suggested, but I'll be suggesting a lot more heavily next season that he goes and plays with the big boys up the chain. 32 seconds up the field with a very weird fishy tail slide there at the end. This will be where he turns around and says, no, I should be where I am. Yeah, 32 seconds ahead of the next the next position in your class, Matt Gerard. I think that would warrant he should be out there having some fun with these guys, like Michael van der Haas, Jack Hunt returning to SuperCars Racing this season and finding a very good rhythm and groove for him running in these cars. Steve Darren actually not too far away there from Jack. What was Jack's incident points looking like there, Corey?
Um,
I'll bring it up as well.
looking. Just looking down the list here. Looking for Jack. There he is. He's only got 5, so he's pretty good tonight.
Cool.
It's not
Yeah.
raining.
Well, this is true, and Jack actually likes a wee bit of wet weather. He's says that it's benefited him throughout the series. He doesn't mind that. You see him going by a very cool looking team jigsaw car of Sean McNamara's. Need to know who did those liveries. They should be given a shout out, because that's seriously one cool looking car. It looks cool there, and it also looks really cool here too. Both of those Team Jigsaw racing cars. That'd be a cool photo to take right there, actually. I have to remember that one. Lap 40. The boys.
Flashing lights in the background from someone.
Was it Leon?
Yeah, it was a Porsche.
Typical Porsche drivers getting impatient.
So Michael Vanderhaas has managed to get himself around now Ryan Cotterill, so he's only got Blake Greenhall, Matthew Gerard and Mackenzie Stewart to get, but time's up. I believe we'll be getting the white flag pretty soon.
I like that, Stefan. Daniel says 4. Daniel Nolan, 4. Thanks, lads. We've got it. And evening to Daniel. Well, actually, Daniel, why are you not here? That's an answer that needs to be questioned.
Nice. Yeah, so Daniel doesn't even know why he said 4. Maybe. Ben, why? What would 4 mean?
Daniel would say 4, I love it.
4 laps. Go. Till the over. That the. Oh my god, can't get my words right. That the GTPs are ahead. I'm assuming.
Yes. So, what Daniel's just voted for there, if you're tuning in and you want to have a chance of winning a cool gift from Napa, is we've got these wee micro helmets that may or may not fit a Chihuahua / Bichon. Chris Lee's going to send us a picture on that one, and yeah, so probably more likely to be a bit of a desk ornament than fitting your beloved pet or smallest child's dolls into. But yeah, the GTP car, how many laps ahead of the lead car in the GT3s? So
He's just about to pass second. So the gap from Mackenzie back to, so that's 30 seconds. So I'm not thinking he's going to make 30 seconds up this lap.
yeah,
Unless Mackenzie parks it for some reason and knows what's going on. And
Mackenzie's still pushing on, and Michael Vanderhaas has come across the line for the win, so he won't take any more positions from the leader. So, good
so yeah,
racing.
if you said 4 laps, if that was your guess, then you are the proud owner of a little Napa helmet that looks like it's a real helmet, fits on a doll, doesn't fit on a Chihuahua / Bichon, definitely won't fit on a Staffy.
No.
Congrats to Daniel Nolan on that one.
Well done, Dan.
So yeah, Michael Vanderhaas gets the win, Leon Weir comes in second, Jack Hintz gets third, Steve Darren fourth. And a few of the GT3s have come across the line with Mackenzie Stewart still having to go around and do another one.
Yeah, the now that actually there was a funny thing that took place with that a few weeks ago. So there's Mackenzie Stewart. He has come across the line now for the win. Well done, Mackenzie. Matt Gerard finishing there in second. Blake Greenhall in third. Great result for him, and Ryan Cotterill there in fourth. Great racing by all. Yeah, Mackenzie Stewart. He had been leading the race, or I believed he might have been sitting in second, and just while circulating the track and the wet conditions, slipped off the side, picked up too many incident points, needed to do a drive-through, came across the finish line, got a post-race penalty, and got dropped back another position. So yeah, it's certainly not over until it's all over, and people have crossed the finish line. So Daniel's trying to be modest and say send it to Stefan if he wants it, but he did say he can always see if it fits the cat. So I think Daniel has earned himself the helmet just on that comment alone, and we'll get our mate Leon to suss that one out with you. So Team West Racing boys, all three of them getting it done tonight, sending up smoke signals, celebrating. Good bit of racing.
So was Wayne Hartnell, so he was the one that got the most, the most passes.
Can confirm Wayne Hartnell with 7 positions to his name, and I'll bring it up on here just so people can see the figures, make sure we're not duping it.
Yeah, there you go, up 7 spots. Nice work, Wayne.
So take a seat, buddy. Bucket seat, thanks to Napa Auto Parts, coming your way. And I believe it's got space inside it. You can store some things, so you never know. There may be something else inside it. Could just be plastic wrapping, but you'll have to unwrap it all just to make sure.
There we go. We got our first place in the GT3 ready to come in and have a yarn. So I'll drag Mackenzie in, and if you've got a burning question, Ben,
think of it now.
Cut right to the chase. Good job on the win there, but why aren't we racing in GTPs?
Because I'm shit in them.
There you go. That's all we need, folks.
No, just not enough seat time in them, really. Like that's basically it.
Well, you could have had a whole season of getting seat time and getting ready for next season's HPR series.
Yeah, no.
You'll have to get in touch with the boys over there, Drop Beer, and see if they can give you some guidance how to cut laps in a GTP car.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a work in progress. We're getting there. It's just not where I want to be just yet.
Yep.
But definitely, it's definitely the goal for next season. It'll be nice once iRacing actually fixes their shit with the GTPs, so that driving them in officials isn't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be good being in a team and having some fast guys to sort of rub up against too. There's some good guys over there at Drop Beer.
It's insane. Like the guys that the guys that are in there already. They've it's definitely been a great learning experience from them, and I think since coming back from the F1, it's been a very good learning experience for all involved.
Awesome stuff. Well, that's really good to hear, and it's nice to see that you've been able to link up with a team that can provide you some good racing guidance and helping you with some other stuff to add to your elements. You're fast anyway, but it's always cool to see fast guys get faster.
Yeah, no, it's definitely can't settle with where I am at the moment. Yeah, there's always time to gain and always Sean to take you out.
That's it. And but by punching out a 33-second gap over P2, I think Sean's not really on your radar at the moment.
Yeah, well, I mean, if lap cars aren't holding you up and getting you in the way and then taking the leader out, then it'd be nice. But I mean, yeah, I'm just glad I had the gap, but. Yeah, no, I mean, jokes aside, though, it was it was a good little battle with him at the end, but it'd just be nice if he learns not to run to the back of the leaders.
Fair enough. Yep. It's always good to see people still ready to hold their own, and getting other drivers to make sure that this, getting around safely. But sometimes those battles that have already been done just need to be left alone as well.
Oh, well, no, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your week to run this. I know, being an admin for a league isn't smooth sailing sometimes, and with all the shit that everyone chats here. No, definitely appreciate it, and it's always good coming back here. It's one last hump of the week before Friday, so definitely something to look forward to weekly.
Awesome. Well, we certainly appreciate the kind words, and again, we enjoy watching the awesome racing that you're putting on for us at the moment in the HBR series. So, well done again on the win.
Anyone you want to shout out, mate?
No, I mean, like admins. Yeah, I just said obviously all the supporters and all the sponsors for the series are definitely helping out. Yeah, they keep it floating, keep everyone happy, and it was really cool seeing Richard in here tonight. I mean, I haven't dealt with him too much personally, but it's amazing to see that the sponsors are coming out and getting involved and getting in the battles. I heard Dane and Bill having a good laugh with their battle earlier, but it's definitely on the up.
It's good. That's the way we want to be doing it. So awesome, buddy. We'll leave you to it. We've got a couple more people to chat in with. So congrats again on another good win here in the GT3s HPR series, brought to you by MRP.
Cheers, boys. See you next week. Long Beach should be fun.
It will be fun.
And we've now got Matthew Gerard, our second place getter in the GT3 series.
How you going, boys?
Good, man. Man, you had your hands full tonight with that Mr. Plough fella, eh?
Oh, did I ever? That was awesome fun. I loved every minute of it, eh? He was good. Definitely not going to make it easy.
That's good. We tuned in with him partway through the race after he had his small mare, trying to pass you in pit lane of all things. He can't do it out on track, so he tried to do it in pit lane, and he got penalised for that one.
Yeah, what? I'll need to talk to him, but I'm assuming he got a speeding in pits or something like that.
He did. I'm not too sure whether it was a fault or a glitch or something, or whether he doesn't have it mapped, but it looks like the old pit speed limiter wasn't flicked on, and he thought, oh, here we go, I'm holding a nice gap to Matt, and then next minute, oh, actually I'm gaining on Matt. Oh, I'm actually overspeed. Jumped on the brakes, but it was too late, and sat in there and got his 40 seconds of punishment.
Oh, bugger, that's hard luck, because that was awesome driving by him. We were both really clean, giving each other plenty of space, not making stupid dives or anything like that.
Yep.
Well, I hope I didn't anyway.
No. He said he had really good fun racing with you, and that he was looking forward to touching base with you after the race to see if you enjoyed it as well. So it's good to hear your side of it now.
For sure, yeah. Awesome fun, awesome league. Thanks to all you boys putting it on for us, and doing all the commentary. Love it.
I appreciate the kind words there, Matt, and we certainly enjoy coming along and putting it on and getting the people at home to see how some sim races shine up against each other. It's the up and up thing, sim racing showing its nose a bit more, with the old pro races getting amongst it. I think I heard our mate Max Verstappen just had a simulator installed in his private jet, so he can keep racing while he's not racing.
Oh, to have the money to do that.
It would be good. I think the only other person that rivals him on that one is Steve Darren. So.
Oh yes, yep. Oh, I love it.
Thanks, Matt. Anyone you want to have a shout out to there?
Oh yeah, look, I better do the whole sponsor thing, eh? Thank Velocity SimLab, Original Digital Design, JS Sim Shots, and Here to Race YouTube channel, and all the boys in the Velocity SimLab team.
Awesome.
That's us, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Hang on, one important one.
Go on.
Shout out to the missus for looking after the kids while I race. There you go.
There we go.
And that's the most important one. That's right. No, we appreciate it, Matty, and we look forward to catching you back out there next week at Long Beach. It'll be worthwhile getting the boys in the in the pit lane to make sure they put a extra bit of rebar through the rear bumper of the car there, because it's a track where Sean is known to attack.
I love it. Awesome. Looking forward to it, boys?
Cheers, mate.
Okay, thanks, guys.
You don't get feedback like that in any other league, that's for sure.
That's it. And speaking of feedback, we now come across our third place getter inside the GTP series, Jack Hunts. Another great result tonight.
Thanks for seeing you here.
Yes.
I was not expecting that after that first section.
No, it was very very interesting, very close racing. The first lot of traffic trying to dial through was obviously a bit challenging at times, but and getting ever so close to possibly looking at a pass there on Michael on a couple of occasions, and then just not quite getting it right, coming back up the hill, running a little bit wide. Did you pick up any damage with when you got up against that concrete wall, or did you manage to get away just luckily enough?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I thought I'd hit the wall, but the car seemed fine. I just decided that I wanted the Porsche to become a rally car for a little bit.
Yeah, and
Uh,
didn't
yeah,
look too good though, to be fair, if I'm honest.
No, I don't recommend it.
It's no, from what we saw on the replay after we noticed it had fallen away a wee bit there, very close to the front corner, touching on its way round, but didn't. And the only thing we'd wondered is whether you might have picked up a wee bit of wheel damage as it came up along the side of the concrete wall with your left hand side of the car pointed backwards there. But looks like from the way you were lapping it, it must have been either unnoticeable or you just very luckily that you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't notice anything. If anything, it felt a wee bit off the pace, but nothing over the top really.
That's good. And other than that, I mean, a pretty cool track to go and circulate around, and you guys came through the field a number of times on the GT3 cars. How are you how are you finding that still? Is it pretty good? Are they aware that you're there, or are you still a bit nail bitey when you're coming through?
For the most part, they are pretty good. I mean, a lot of guys in this group are really good racers, and they have really good spatial awareness.
Yep, nice. And obviously, you've seen while we were following you guys around that there's still a lot of respect from from the ones that were here tonight, at least anyway. The GTP drivers doing the right thing, and when there wasn't quite the space, they were holding back from not making silly passes. So that was really cool to see.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really stoked with it. There's a lot of really good guys in this group, like I said, and it's quite a pleasure to race with them.
Yep, that's it. I'll just bring your details up there on screen. So third spot again. So that'll and with a couple of the drivers away from racing tonight, can only assume they've possibly away for some V8 racing taking place this weekend. That'll give you quite a good nudge of points here again in one of the sprint races. So that's the second one down of 4. You've come back to SuperCars NZ this season and into the hot car of the GTP. Did you have any goals in mind, or did you feel that you would be knocking on the back door of some of these fast guys as much as you have been, and have you now got a goal set for yourself moving forward towards the end of the season?
Not in particular. I just really enjoy the racing, to be honest. I always go in not expecting too much, so it's always a nice surprise when you finish pretty decently.
Yep, no, 100%. And obviously clean racing, keeping those incident point counts down, and just hitting lap after lap is a pretty good way of doing that.
Oh, for sure. I love doing that. Just trying to be as consistent as possible. Doesn't work out sometimes, but it's like my little goal for myself.
Oh, nice stuff. Well, thanks, Jack. We'll leave you there, and just quickly, is anyone you wish to make any shout-outs to?
Oh, I've got quite a few sponsors on board this year. A lot of charities, as you can see on the car. But
Yep.
like to thank a few people in particular. My partner Leighton's always supporting me,
Nice stuff.
and like to say thank you to My Work Trundles that sponsors the car.
Yep.
Bloody good guys.
So, who was that? Who was that company, and where can they find them?
Trundles down in New Plymouth, 4x4 specialists.
There we go. You'll have to give them the old wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and point them in the right direction of where to go and watch some of these streams and see whether they might fancy themselves as a weekly sponsor in the future.
That would be pretty cool.
Would be very cool indeed. Well, thank you, Jack, for giving us that wee insight tonight from the GTP side of it. We'll leave you to it, and we'll get wrapped up here.
Thanks very much, guys.
Well, there we go. That's the roundup for this evening from some of our podium getters across the GT3 and the GTP field. Been unfortunate end to your night, but thanks for joining us here in the broadcast.
More than all right. I had minimal things here, but it's always good evening to watch the racing unfold rather than driving it. But yeah, we're all looking forward to Long Beach next week, and that is the second heat race of the series. So we got I think it's a 25 and a 35-minute race there with a reverse grid top 10 for the second race. That's certainly a very interesting track. I know we had some good fun there last time, and you still got some good overtaking places, but it is a very much a tight street circuit and a bit different to the road at Atlanta.
That is indeed. We will also be pushing out the lone qualifying again for that track. I think it's just a bit too much to try and ask 30 to 40 cars to try and circulate a road circuit like that without getting in each other's way. So there'll be no teams being able to help each other. They'll be out there doing their best to see where they can qualify for that one. And obviously coming up tomorrow night on Fridays, I believe we've got some open wheeling racing, and Saturday's still our Piston Cup. Sunday Send It coming up, which hasn't been decided yet as to where they're going. And then just looking forward to next week, the V8s are going to be heading off to
Silverstone. There we go.
They are indeed. So that one there over in England is actually a really cool track to watch V8 supercars go around. So I'm excited that I'll be on board for streaming that one. It is a really cool track. So with that being said, good time to round it up. Not too sure if Corey's managed to make it back just yet or not.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, thanks for having me along. Again, well, you're the one that's turned up on the night you're not meant to be here, but thank you for filling in for Shane while he's lavishing himself in the finest racing you find down this neck of the woods in Taupo this weekend.
Yeah, no, I have to give Shane big credit. He was able to cover me last Thursday for our endurance race here in the HPR series, along with doing the Tuesday night one as well. So we've done swapsy roundsies this week because I was on night shift. So thank you to Shane for doing that one, and I really do hope you enjoy your weekend watching the V8s there at Taupo. So make sure if you've got an ability to go and watch it, get in behind it. There's a lot of New Zealand guys racing there, doing their thing. So they'll enjoy the love and support one way or another. But from us here at SuperCars NZ on the iRacing platform, that was round 5 of the MRP HPR series. Big thanks to Napa for the giveaways tonight and for looking after the broadcasting lounge. to all the people that tuned in, thank you very much. And from me and the crew, have a good night.